What if I told you that Samsung's next Ultra phone might be the furthest thing yet from the classic Galaxy Note look? That's exactly what's being hinted at with the Galaxy S26 Ultra, a design shift that's not just cosmetic, but one that shows Samsung is officially moving away from its Note DNA. For years, the Ultra line has carried that boxy, squared-off identity. It gave the phones a sharp, almost professional edge, literally. But it also came with a trade-off. Those corners, they weren't exactly palm-friendly. Many users felt that the Galaxy S24 Ultra's piercing edges dug into their hands. The S25 Ultra softened things up a bit, with slightly curved corners. But now, leaks suggest the S26 Ultra will take it even further, with a noticeably rounder design. Why does this matter? Well, because Samsung has been in a tug-of-war between design identity and usability. The Note-inspired rectangular frame made Ultras stand out in a sea of rounded slabs. But that came at the cost of comfort. Now it looks like Samsung is betting that practicality wins, making the Ultra easier to hold even if it sacrifices some of that power user look. The changes don't stop at the corners. The S26 Ultra is rumored to have a massive 6.89-inch display, technically larger than the S25 Ultra's 6.86-inch panel. But here's the interesting part. Samsung isn't making the phone bigger to achieve this. Instead, they're shrinking the bezels, squeezing out every bit of display possible without stretching the dimensions. That means you'll get more screen real estate in the same footprint, which is exactly what big screen fans want. Then there's the return of something we thought Samsung had left behind: the camera island. Since the S22 Ultra, Samsung has leaned on that floating lens look, with each camera individually cut into the back panel. But now, according to leaks, the S26 Ultra will bring back a raised island housing the primary, ultra-wide, and 5x telephoto lenses. And there's a practical reason behind this too. The upgraded main and telephoto cameras apparently need the extra room. In other words, the island isn't just for looks, it's to make space for real hardware improvements. And speaking of changes, Samsung might also be making the phone thinner and lighter, which would be a welcome upgrade considering how hefty Ultras usually are. Combine that with straighter edges, which the S25 Ultra introduced, and you're looking at a device that's easier to grip and carry without giving up durability. Of course, hardware power won't be left behind. The S26 Ultra is expected to run on Qualcomm's upcoming Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 2, paired with the latest RAM technology. That should mean smoother performance, better efficiency, and an overall faster experience across apps, games, and multitasking. On top of that, one rumor points to something called Flex Magic Pixel technology, a privacy feature designed to prevent people from snooping over your shoulder. If that's true, Samsung could be positioning the Ultra as not just a productivity beast, but also a device that keeps your information safer in public spaces. When you put it all together, you can see Samsung making some bold but calculated decisions. Rounder corners for comfort, a bigger screen without a bigger phone, a camera island that's back for a reason, a thinner, lighter body, and powerful hardware with extra privacy baked in. To me, it feels like Samsung is drawing a line in the sand. The Note DNA that carried the Ultra this far is finally being phased out. Instead of clinging to that sharp, business-first aesthetic, Samsung is embracing something more ergonomic, user-friendly, and future-focused. And honestly, it makes sense. Phones are more personal than ever, and comfort in daily use is something you notice every time you pick it up. If Samsung nails this balance, design that feels great in hand, cameras that justify the island, and performance that takes full advantage of the latest silicon, the S26 Ultra could mark the third year in a row where Samsung gets the Ultra formula right. And that's no small feat in a market where expectations keep getting higher. So while it may no longer look like a Note, the Galaxy S26 Ultra might just define what an Ultra really should be: powerful, comfortable, and smarter in all the right ways. What's your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comment section. See you in the next video. Take care.